This video is an overview of the Cisco ACI app for Splunk Enterprise. Let's talk a little bit about the application architecture. As you can see, Splunk is communicating with APIC in two different ways. As events occur within the system, data is pushed out to Splunk over syslog. Periodically, Splunk will also query the APIC SDK for performance metrics, inventory detail, and other information. Let's go straight into a demo of the application. Here we have the home page where you can see high-level detail about the environment. On the left, you have a list of the APICs which are feeding data into Splunk. On the right, we have an overview of the health over a period of time. This health score comes straight from the APIC. Then we have a count of some of the various objects that feed into this environment, tenants, applications, and so forth. Let's go to the authentication dashboard. You can see here there's a navigation menu at the top. What we have here is an overview of the number of active users, inactive users, information about logins as they occur. We have a breakdown by the authentication failures and successes, and some detail if someone is logging in as an administrator, where they're coming from. Below that, we have the user audit log. This shows as changes are made to the system. Obviously, great information for tracking changes to the system and understanding the import of those. And you've got the ability to correlate this data to different events. Let's go to the help desk dashboard here. This dashboard is mainly about faults. Faults are when something breaks in an ACI system. We have the ability to break this information down in lots of different ways. For example, tenant. There can be things that go wrong in this system. You can click on this to drill down and to then filter that information and refine what's going on, understand how the system is behaving. You can also break things down by severity or node. Faults by severity over time is an interesting visualization. This shows you the relative health along with the severity, which you can see in the legend here on the right. So as some catastrophic event occurs, you'll see an increase in the number of critical and major severity events. And then as those events are resolved, you'll see them goes down and be replaced by events with a cleared status, indicating that everything is okay. So that's a great high-level way to view what's going on in the environment. Below this, we have faults by type, rule, and cause. These are fields that you'll learn to understand the meaning of as you're administrating a system. You'll also be able to look up some of these the values in this field on Cisco's documentation, and this basically gives you lots of detail about what's going on, and there are error codes and other detail within these faults, and you can drill down on many of these charts. Let's skip ahead since this is a high-level overview. Go to Fabric Detail. This dashboard is showing you the health score as it relates to the infrastructure, the core pieces that help keep this environment running. What I'm going to do is show you that we have a list of nodes here, which are comprised by leaves and spines. I'm going to click on one of these to show the drill down. As you can see, what happens is further detail is populated below. So we have information on health and the number of faults on the chassis supervisor card, each individual interface, power supply, so on and so forth. Each of these I can click on. It will bring up a list of faults that are related to that particular item. For example, here's the first port here. And going back to the screen, you'll see that it says there are 6 faults for each of these. And here we have the list of the faults with all the detail that you need to start making troubleshooting decisions, start to isolate faults. And in this case, some of the data will have a recommended action field. This comes straight from Cisco. This will obviously help to reduce the time in troubleshooting. Let's go on to the tenants dashboard. We have here a list of our tenants. Now, tenants could be internal customers, as in departments or business units. It could be external tenants, relating to a customer name, for example. What I'm going to do is click on one of these and show you the drill down actions. So you can see here I clicked on one of my tenants and it shows the health of the application, and you can have multiple applications. Inside of these applications you will have endpoint groups, and each of these endpoint groups will often have nodes attached to them. So for example, you may have virtual machines, and those virtual machines will have details. There's lots of information in here. Again, this is just an overview. Look for this app to be available for download on apps.splunk.com.